It's great. You know, you look forward to a few games every year, and one is certainly the home opener. And then our weekend is tough because we got two good teams coming in, so we've got to be on point Thursday and show the fans what this new team looks like. And we've got to grow up a little bit from some of the lessons we learned last weekend. And then Sunday we've got a big regional rival coming in from Dallas who, you know, they know how to play us, and they're in the NCAA tournament every year. And so we've got two tough games, and I think that's perfect for us to open the homestand with something that our fans will enjoy and that our girls will be tested.
What was the most frustrating part about the trip to Albuquerque?
Oh, I just think how many chances we had. You know, you can't have that many chances and let them get away. And, you know, obviously we know that the foul that was called on us was a retaliation foul, which we have to own, but she was fouled brutally from behind prior to that, so the game should have been stopped. It wasn't, and so then we retaliated and we paid the price. Having said that, we dominated the whole second half and should have been able to put one on the board, and we didn't, and so we have to own that part of it. Now, our offense was certainly good on Thursday and challenged a little bit more on Sunday, and we have to push back against that now this weekend and learn from those aspects of our game that need growth.
You have an update on Allie?
Yeah, still out, injured, yeah. So we're just, I wouldn't say it's day-to-day. I think it's long-term that we're going to have to, you know, ease her back into play. But for now, we're just excited that she's feeling better than she has in a while and she's getting the treatment she needs.
She's been practicing at all?
No, she can't practice, yeah.
I know we haven't talked to you since then, but how cool was it to see Margot go out there and immediately have an impact?
Well, there's two parts of this. One is, like, let's just give her some time against Denver to welcome her back. And then we're like, wait a minute, why are you playing so well? You know, like, we would have been totally patient. Like, fine, don't play well. We're just so happy that you're healthy. And then we put her in against San Diego State, and we're like, hold on, you don't even look like you've sat out. And then we put her in against New Mexico, and she was one of our best players. So the whole story is fantastic. We are literally trying to hold the horse back, like, you know, in the gate. We're like, whoa, Margot. But she's just, it's like she hasn't been away. And that, I think, just speaks to how connected she's been mentality-wise and concentration and focus. And so we're thrilled to have her, but we're also not naive enough to think that we can just turn her loose and play 90 minutes a game. Like, we're going to have to manage her until she's ready to take a pounding night in and night out. She's certainly ready to dish out the pounding. She's had the two best tackles of the season already in 3 games. So we're excited. It's inspirational. She's a captain. The other girls are like, holy cow. And it's not bad to have a 22, 23-year-old on your team.
Going back to the 2 games y'all just had, what did you learn from your team, not only by the loss, but the win y'all picked up against San Diego State?
I think we just saw both sides of it, right? One team kind of let us run, and we punished them for it. The other team was a little tougher. Their field was a lot smaller. It was harder to break them down, and we needed to find ways around and over and through them instead of just assuming that we were going to outrun them. And so that's a good learning thing for us. You know, when you've got 3 or 4 seniors in your front 5, they've seen it all. When you got a bunch of sophomores and juniors, they're just seeing the different varieties of defenses. You know, that's a beautiful thing about soccer. You can put 10 behind the ball, or you can play 4 in the back or 3 in the back. I mean, you don't know what you're going to see week to week. So it's been good for us to see that, have video on it, and take it forward.
How much of a test or a litmus test would you call New Mexico for a North Texas squad that's just as tough and clinically physical?
I think they're different. I think North Texas is more athletic. I think North Texas is more accustomed to winning big games. You know, I think I read that was their first top 25 win in a decade. So good for them. But North Texas is beating teams on the regular, and we've played them twice in the NCAA tournament. They got a lot of kids from Dallas that know our kids. It's a totally different animal.
In terms of physicality, I know some girls, I guess, were kind of wearing some boots. Are they kind of day-to-day, like Jane and all?
Precautionary, yeah, because Sunday to Thursday, if you put them out there too quick, you might not get them back. And so we had to just shut them down temporarily. And, you know, look, Jane's the fittest player on our team besides Kirsten. She could probably take 2 weeks off and still, you know, win the beep test. So we're fine with Jane.
And then I know you kind of talked about kind of reining in Margot. I guess is she kind of limited as well, just to kind of make sure she's all right and she's still fit?
I mean, we're looking at her and we're like, you look fine, but we're just smarter than we need to be smarter than that, and make sure, you know, your body doesn't take a pounding for 2 years. You're in the weight room, you're working hard, you're fit, but getting knocked down is a totally different animal. What separates Margot from the rest is her mentality. She's one of the toughest kids I've ever coached, and that includes professionals that are still on the world stage. She's as tough as any of them.
I guess in terms of Kirsten, I guess is it nice just to kind of see her kind of get on the board early, and then just kind of see her first touch really kind of work for her this year?
Yeah, that's been a big, you know, it's been a big progression for her, just her ability to put the ball down and be a playmaker as well as a runner. and she's got to be able to score different ways. It can't all just be because I'm faster than you, and all those things are coming out now in training, and she's primed to have a great season.
Yeah, no, she's just such an inspiration to this team, like coming back from 2 injuries, 2 really massive injuries. So she motivates the team just as her personality, and then being able to contribute to the game, it like helped everyone remember like the player she was, and so now we can think of her just, like as a soccer player, not just like coming back from an injury. So that's really awesome.
How would you guys gauge your first week? I mean, I know you were facing 2 different teams and came up with 2 different outcomes. What were some of the good things and bad things you guys did?
I think especially in the first game, we played a lot like how we play. We played our system. We were able to like play for our strengths. And then the second game, we kind of got away from that. So we really learned that for us to be as successful as we can, like we need to be who we are and be true to ourselves.
How does playing a team like New Mexico that's obviously super physical sort of help you guys and kind of challenge you early on right off the bat to prepare you for teams that kind of have that style of play?
Yeah, we are such a gritty team. So playing a team that is equally as feisty as us, it helps us remember that like we have to show like that side of our style, not just Tom always says like there's the ballet or the beauty and the battle. So we not only have to just focus on how good we can play, we have to remember to be gritty, and so we can destroy those teams as well as teams that like play like us. So it's really good to have that competition early so we can remember and play as gritty as we can.
Is there a player that kind of stands out that sort of embodies that grit, sort of like when she takes the field, people are like, oh, we love how physical she plays?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really physical girls on our team. I think Margaret's a great example of that, just because she throws her body everywhere. She's not afraid. She's super fearless. Jane also plays really aggressive, and Demi also really stands out, playing really gritty. You can trust her to win the ball. She plays with her body, and that shows.
What are your emotions like as it is your senior season to go into like your last home opener with Tech?
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. These are seriously some of the best fans in the country. The environment here is always great, so we're super excited, and I just can't wait to play for them like one more time.
Gabbie, I guess what are you all kind of expecting from North Texas, or what do the coaches kind of let y'all know about what they're about?
We know they're a super good team. They are always in the NCAA tournament. So we're expecting a team that's as gritty as New Mexico, if not grittier, and definitely really technical with the ball. So we're expecting a lot of speed and aggression.
I mean, mainly we just need to finish our chances. We had many opportunities, and it just showed that we came to play on Friday or on Thursday, and then Sunday we have to be able to do the same no matter what team it is or how physical they are. We just have to be able to get at least one in the back of the net.
I guess for you in that first game where you had a couple goals in that first half, what was that like for you just to be able to know that you can kind of score in different ways, where one was a first touch, one was kind of outrunning someone?
Yeah, I think it just showed that we can score in so many different ways, and I think we finally had just like a real game that we were able to like let loose, and it wasn't just a practice, it was for real, so we got to be serious and just show everything that we've been working on as a team.
So I guess how frustrating is it to know you scored 6 and then you weren't able to score any
Yeah.
of the next one? I guess what do you kind of take away from something like that?
Just that we have to try even harder. I mean, we had some opportunities that were right in front of the goal, and we just couldn't put them away. And then I know we've been practicing that since we've been back, so we'll be ready for the next time that happens.
UNT is a team, though, that likes to kind of add some really good opponents in their non-conference slate, and a lot of times they can go out and pull out some really big wins against those teams.
Yeah.
What is Coach telling you guys about just how intentional you have to be about facing bad opponents?
Yeah, we just have to stick to who we are and play our system, because we know we can be just as successful. And we have to be able to play the whole weekend since we're playing them second. We have to be able to get through the first game and then play just as hard the second.
Coach always talks about you having to bring the energy when you're on the road. So how nice of a boost is it to know you're going to be at home and you don't necessarily have to kind of start with that energy early on and kind of build towards it?
Yeah, I mean, the home atmosphere is my favorite. I mean, it's just so much better being on your own turf, own fans. And so I think that's just going to help everyone just get even more pumped being here.
Gabbie and Coach kind of mentioned it. How much can you guys take from that New Mexico game into the North Texas game in particular?
Yeah, I think that just will make us even grittier, because we know what it feels like to lose now in a hard loss, and then I feel like it's just going to give us more energy and want to fight till the end and not lose by one goal.
Just as a team, everybody was working really well together, and everyone was super excited for each other because everyone was playing well, and it was just a good first game, like a lot of excitement because a lot of goals were scored, and it's a lot of fun.
So So I guess for you, just getting that goal, I guess was that kind of you were kind of in the right place at the right time, or I guess what was that like?
Yeah, Sav played an awesome ball, and then Charlotte got it out of the air, and then I was at the right place at the right time. Like definitely a team goal. Like Sav and Charlotte like made it happen. So.
What was the reaction like when you turn around and you realize like everyone's running towards me, I just scored a goal?
Well, everyone like laughed at me because I literally they're like, you had no reaction, and then he like freaked out because I don't know, like I was like, wait, what just happened? But it was super cool. Yeah, cool experience.
I know obviously you had a pretty good moment, but Margaret also had an assist as well.
Yeah.
Kind of there, I guess. What was that like just for the team, just kind of see her kind of have an impact in the game?
Yeah, I actually played club soccer with her because we're both from Nebraska and stuff, and to see her like go through all that she's gone through and get to be on the field and be playing and to have an assist like that was just awesome. Like she's worked so hard and she deserves it. It was really cool to see.
What's Coach's message been after Albuquerque, and what you guys need to do this week?
Just that we need to learn from the loss, and like this week we just need to be better than last week and go out harder than we need to have fire in our eyes and be ready to go.
It's kind of playing a physical team like New Mexico. What can you take away from that? Because I know San Diego State, you guys were able to run a little bit more freely. They were obviously a little bit more physical, kind of marking you guys a little bit more.
Sorry, can you say it one more time?
No, it's just. I guess what did y'all learn just from playing a real physical team in New Mexico?
Just that we need to come out even harder. Like we need to they tackled hard. We need to tackle harder. Just we need to match or be even more physical than they are.